Hello, I'm Brooks,
I'm Joe.
and this is another episode of Cantina Reviews.
Today we're talking about downsizing.
So we went to see Downsizing.
Yes.
I would say we saw the worst movie of the year.
I would agree with that. That
was bad.
I saw a decent amount of movies.
Mm-hmm.
That is by far the worst one I saw all year.
Mother was not good in my opinion, but
Right.
This was bad.
Right.
This was
was just a bad movie.
Yes.
If you saw the commercial, you kind of know what happens.
Yeah.
For like the first hour and a half.
You think it's a comedy.
And then it just goes this whole other terrible direction. So yeah, I mean, Matt Damon, Kristen Wiig, they decide that they're going to downsize. The idea is if you downsize, the money you have now is probably enough for you to be super rich as a small person.
Yes.
And they build all these developments and they do all this stuff and it's a big thing and there's this there's the politics of it. Will it help save the world? That kind of stuff. And so they do it. It takes a really long time. They don't downsize for like an hour.
Yeah. A 2 hour and 15-minute movie, the first half is them attempting to getting up to the point of downsizing and downsizing.
Mm-hmm.
Downsizing takes like 15
The
20 minutes.
downsizing part that you get the gist of from the commercial takes like 20 minutes.
Exactly.
Or at least it felt like that.
Yeah.
But it was a
They
while.
can't just be like, they clearly just downsize.
They bring them in, they shave them, and they do this and they do that.
They take their teeth out.
They take
put
their
the thing
teeth
in
out
there.
and redo the teeth later.
Yeah.
And like all this crazy stuff. It takes forever.
Yeah. I just did not care.
Right, Kristen Wiig leaves him, and then from that point on, the movie just goes off the rails.
Yeah.
Like,
But not in a good way.
Yeah.
It's bad.
he, doesn't know what to do with himself. He ends up partying with Christoph Waltz's character, Dushan.
Yeah, douching.
That sequence takes like a half hour.
Yeah.
It's like a half hour of him getting drunk and tripping out. He takes some drug and he trips out.
Yeah, and then you think he's going to go with Dushan.
Yeah.
Because Dushan's like this super rich guy in the small world.
Yeah.
And Dushan's like, I like you, all this stuff. And then you figure he's going to bring him in and
Right.
help him get this movie going.
Yeah, he has-
and it doesn't.
He has this business that brings in sought after stuff into the small world.
Yeah, like little cigars,
Right,
things like that.
that isn't they're not currently developed yet for small people, so he brings cigars and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, you think this is now going to be the plot of the movie because you're past the hour point and you don't know what the plot is really.
Exactly.
All that's happened is he did downsize. His wife left.
Yeah.
And now he went to a party for 20 minutes.
Yep.
And I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah, like, what's going on here? So then, this tiny Asian lady, she comes in to clean his apartment. He's there. He's a occupational therapist,
Well,
and
she
he sees
had,
her limping.
He had been sitting watching the news when he was depressed about his wife leaving, and they had mentioned this Vietnamese protester that as a punishment she was shrunk and thrown in a box
Yeah, whatever.
and shipped to America.
Yeah, I didn't fully
And she
understand.
lost her leg in the process,
Yeah.
some crazy thing. Yeah, he sees her, helps her out with her leg,
Yeah.
tags along with her because he breaks her prosthetic leg.
Yeah.
Helps her do stuff, helps some people. Then I thought it was going to become a movie about, because he had always wanted to be a doctor, but he settled and just did the occupational therapy stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, he's going to become a doctor in the small world.
Yeah.
Now that's what this movie's about.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Not at all. Then you think he's gonna be is that what you meant, like a doctor for the poor people?
Yeah, so he's helping out people in this woman's poor community, and he helps a sick kid with a rash, and he helps an old woman feel comfortable as she has cancer. And oh, this is what it's gonna be about.
Yeah, so he's gonna be He's gonna give himself a meaningful.
Right, he'll
endeavor.
find his purpose, and he'll complete his dream of being a doctor, and this is the movie now.
Right.
No.
No, not at all. So then, we fast forward a little bit. He's helping her clean these houses. Then we're in Dushan's place again, and he's talking about him and this other friend of Dushan's and Matt Damon's character. They're telling the Asian lady that they're going to the original colony of tiny people.
Yeah.
And
Just pretty much out of nowhere.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, Dushan had mentioned that he's welcome there. He's been there, and Matt Damon's character, who at this point was warming up
Yeah.
to her, all of a sudden Dushan's like, I'm gonna get you out of this.
Yeah.
And they tell her, and then she has this moment of joy because she's like, "Oh, I get to go to the original colony."
Yeah.
So they can't say no.
Yeah. So then
They bring her along. They fall in love.
They fall in love. Then they meet the creator, basically, of the technology to make people tiny. And he's like, "Well, the world's ending."
Yeah.
It's like, great.
It's like it didn't matter.
Yeah,
You're
nothing
very
mattered. We're
limited
too
amount of
late.
time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because his whole point was if we downsize, we'll slow global warming, everything like that, whatever was happening. And then, he's like, we're too late. So they go to the original colony where they've dug into the side of this mountain. And they plan on, like, starting again, basically.
They're gonna lock themselves in this bunker for like decades and come out later.
Yeah.
And Matt Damon's character is just like,
All
I'm
for
gonna
it.
do that. This is my
Yeah.
purpose. And
He's
like,
all for it.
you're in the same situation he was in the beginning of the movie where he's just trying to run away from his life because he thinks this will be better.
Yep. He
He realizes in the end that that's stupid, turns around, goes back to his lady and Deshaun.
Yes.
That's pretty much the movie.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. But, like, it's not a funny movie. Which I thought it was. You see Matt Damon, Jason Sudeikis, Kristen Wiig, and yeah, you think it's going to be a funny movie, and it just isn't.
Yeah, Jason Sudeikis' role, I thought, I mean, just like looking at the trailer, like, it seems like he's going to pal around with him once he downsizes.
And, like, in the trailer, they make it look like he takes him to a club, and that's the night where he lets loose,
Right.
and then that's what he's going to do. Just go to clubs, make all this money, all this stuff, and then he doesn't.
Jason Sudeikis' character is limited to the
Pointless.
scenes from the commercial.
Yeah, it's pointless.
It's more so, Christoph Waltz has way more of a role in this movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was really good.
Yeah,
he was
good.
probably like my favorite part of the movie. I mean, because he's always a good actor, and his character was like somewhat funny.
Right, yeah. It's just the movie does not go where you want it to. It's not funny. It's
Well,
not like...
It weirdly bounces back and forth between
Right, of being funny and not.
between being, you know, the type of comedy is something you would expect from an SNL cast movie.
Yeah.
But it'll come as they're having these intense discussions about global warming and the end of the world.
Yeah,
and
like
all this
making
stuff.
love and everything like
Right,
that.
right.
It's like, ugh.
It's so, the tone is so everywhere.
I know,
Like,
and then they go to destroy the opening to the bunker,
Right.
which is like this massive thing to them.
Right.
And then they blow it up, and it's like, and then it shows you in real life the explosion.
That's just
and it was like a firecracker that drops a few pebbles.
Right.
And it's like, what?
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, this was super serious for 20 minutes.
Right.
And now we're going to end it with this little...
It's because this movie doesn't know, is it a sci-fi movie?
Yes.
Where we're shrinking people and creating a new society? Is it a comedy with SNL characters? Is it this, you know, political commentary about global warming? What is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's trying to be all of those things.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Didn't like it at all.
Yeah, this is one that is very much deserving the terrible scores it's getting.
Yeah, it is. Without a doubt in my mind, Joe,
Yeah.
this is one of the worst movies on my list. Of worst movies.
Right.
Bad movies.
Bad.
It's the worst of the bad.
I've never walked out of a theater, but I thought about it. I strongly thought about that more than I ever had in a movie.
Yeah, good thing we use Movie Pass.
Right.
Or else I would have been super angry that
Right.
I paid, in this state, $15 to see a movie.
Right. When he was wandering around the party and there's still no plot an hour later, I was just like, I can't.
I was like, what's going on
I'm so
here?
bored.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like some people that are giving it credit are gonna be like, oh, it's such a artsy commentary on global warming. And no, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
That doesn't happen. Like
For
there's
2 hours.
There's a brief little segment about the political connotations of downsizing in the beginning. That's ignored for 2 hours.
Yep.
And then the last little chunk of the movie is about the world ending.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's it. And I think that's it.
Right. I mean, I am glad that Matt Damon's character didn't go into the bunker.
Yes.
I was like, this movie's so bad that I think he's just going to go in and it's going to end.
Yep. And that'll be it.
So his character at least had an arc.
Yeah.
But,
Very small one.
yeah. Literally.
Yeah. Oh. The only thing I just don't even want to talk about it anymore.
So, so you can check out some reviews of much better movies on our
Yes.
channel.
Yes, you can.
Don't
Some
forget to
products.
subscribe.
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 Cribsa.
Subscribe.
So once again, I'm Brooks,
I'm Joe.
and this is It's another episode of Cantina Reviews. He's like horror.